No Lucy's here, man. Sorry. Man.
Portland hip hop. What would I tell people about Portland hip hop in the scene? They never heard about it. To be real, I'm gonna be all the way real because I'm here with Jimbo, man. I'm here with Jimbo and his beats, you know what I'm saying? We here with Go Ham Films. And me and Jimbo, we have a lot of real conversations. So, they've never heard of it. For one, there is quality hip hop music here. There's high quality hip hop artists. There are great artists. Are you gonna find them off tops? Maybe not. You might get lucky. You might find them like as soon as you get into the scene, but you also might not. You know what I'm saying? It's not like.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah,
Back up. You got room. Back it on.
This is the type of shit
This is
you do.
great.
She can't drive with a motherfucker. She had a pilot.
It's good. I'm Alonzo Wilson from the town, Portland, Oregon, man. Born and raised. They call me, I call people that's from here, like unicorns and shit.
What bus did you used to take to get to school? You remember the bus? What Portland?
All right, bro. So I lived on 8 Block, and for people that don't know where 8 Block is, like that was for the families that like live superstitiously and shit. So like they live on one set block, and they kind of like wherever they move to, they kind of stay within that number. So I lived in between numbers of 6 and 8. So I lived on 6th in Portland. I lived on 8th in Portland. I lived on 6th in Prescott. My mom moved up the block to 7th in Prescott. Literally, like every time we moved out of a place, it was usually down the street or up the street. Never too far. Moving was never too far,
What have you done or continue to do to help Portland hip hop in its growth? It's kind of a silly question for someone like you, but I know you do a lot, so.
For sure. For one, I booked so many artists, I can't remember them all. I probably booked more than 50 artists. I feel like I've helped people create their brands. Like, Figure 8, he's from Michigan, but he's created his brand really a lot in Portland. So I've helped people create their brands. I've given people's brands a chance. Growing up, I put so many people in the studio. I also can't remember them all. I was teaching people certain things on how to make beats, certain techniques to record. So yeah, man, I've done a lot, man. I've gone in and talked to the kids, high schools, middle schools, wherever people are doing their thing, man. Wherever youth need their voices heard, I've been there. So yeah, man, I've done a lot, man. If any artist needs advice, I give them advice. I try to give as many opportunities as I can as far as shows. We do giveaways, man. We've given away music videos.
I've seen this personally. I've seen you give away shirts, hats, CDs.
Yeah,
your time, stuff like this.
We'll give people free studio time. Just anything we can do. I've met hundreds of artists. I've connected them if they need to know who the video guy is or if they need to figure out what studio to go to. I just don't hide keys. I try to help everybody out. So
that's facts. I can attest to that. I've seen that.
When you had friends that wanted to come out to your house, but they had rules like they couldn't come over to Northeast and shit. So like you can hang out with them, but they had to get off the bus at like 42nd. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you have the doctor.
Why don't you take me back? Just because I've been doing a lot of digging lately too, and Bo Mandela showed up in my timeline. I even heard about this one character by the name of Left Lane, I think.
Oh, word. Yeah.
So take me back to some of your first or most memorable moments in Portland hip hop. Give me some names, places, years, etc. Some of your better fun moments, I guess.
Man, here's a piece of history people probably don't know about. I don't know if it was 2009 or 2010, but I threw a show in North Portland. Man, we booked everybody who was hot at that time, man. Everyone who was doing their thing at that time. A lot of them still doing their thing right now, like Mike Cates, Glenn Waco, Vinny Dwayne, P. Hife. We booked the Skrill Bees. We booked so many people for this show, and this was historical. This is before people even knew, before Portland hip hop was even how it is now. And it was still booming back then, but that show was crazy. We threw in North Portland, man. I remember when we,
What year was that?
it was probably like 2010. I remember when I showed up to the venue, it was like 6 police officers waiting outside for me, just waiting to meet me. Like, are you Mandela? Like, we've been hearing about you doing your concerts and shit, and we just want to let you know we're on your side, and if you can hit us up if you need anything. And yeah, so that was definitely like a huge moment that people might not know about. That was really fun. Back when we was building this thing, man, you know, I probably only had like 5 music videos back then, you know what I'm saying? And that felt like a lot.
You had a lot. When going back through your old catalog, there was quite a bit to look at and choose from. And some of
Yeah.
the people involved in those videos in your early existence was impressive to me. Teddy Lokes and
Oh yeah, man.
and Boski Rock and all the just impressive
sure.
cast of people that you have been involved with. It looks like for many years now. So.
Yeah, Teddy Loke, man. Teddy Loke, he was encouraging me and showing me, you know, different stuff with music when I was probably like 12, 13 years old. You know, he was encouraging me, letting me know that I had the talent, because I wasn't the best, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of, I was one of the youngest guys recording at the studio at the time. You know, Teddy Loke was in high school. Most of the guys were in high school, you know what I'm saying? So it's you know, your confidence is not the highest when everyone around you has been doing it longer, you know what I'm saying? But Teddy Loke was that dude who really took me under his wing, showed me a lot, you know what I'm saying? Even just him like saying, yo, that song was dope. I really took that to the heart, man. Yeah, shout out to Teddy Loke, that's my dog. He filmed some of my earlier shit, you know, 2000, 2011, 2012, you feel me? Yeah, it's all type of people, you know what I'm saying?
Local celebrity.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm a star in the hood, you feel me? But yeah, man, you know.
That's great. Teddy Loke, that's great you mentioned him just because I've never met the man personally, I don't think, and I don't know if there's one Portland rapper I've ever met or talked to that his name doesn't come up at some point. So,
Oh, that's crazy.
So it's really cool that you had early formative years with him because he seems like a big influence to a lot of people out here. So
Yeah, that's my dog for sure, man. That's my dog for sure.
Like, you had to pay from there on. Look, I paid $28,786 motherfucking dollars to TRIMET. I will never pay them a full fare for the rest of my motherfucking life. They can suck my dick.
Oh, I gotta know what happened.
I bombed the fucking shit out of a fucking Max train. I got drunk with my girlfriend, arguments and shit, you know how I do. And I left to go paint. I took like some spray paint and I took a little fucking fire extinguisher joint, and I went to the gas station and I fucking put that shit up to like 100-something PSI. And I went to the fucking Merlot garage and I popped the fence and I found a layover train and I sprayed that bitch. And I waited to dry for a little bit, smoked a little bit, drank a little bit. On the other side of the gate, unbeknownst to my knowledge, I was being watched on camera, but they found it that entertaining that they just watched me. So I just hit a whole train top to bottom. And then I guess like right around the time I finished, I guess they sent the people out, but like I was leaving as they was coming. So they missed me. They just missed me.
here's a great question for you here. This is one that I think will touch your heart. Swiggle, how has the Portland hip hop community helped you grow as a person, as an artist, and how does that, and how, you know, what has Portland done for you, and what have the people done for you?
Oh man, for one, put food in my fridge, you know? People buy tickets, man. Portland hip hop, if it wasn't for Portland hip hop, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in, you know what I mean? To be able to have nice things and put money away for my daughters, you know, start savings for them. And man, I met so many different people, you know, like shout out to Mike Crenshaw. Mike Crenshaw was booking me when I was like 14 years old, you know what I'm saying? Global Fam, Morgan Delaney, you know what I'm saying? They booked me for Immortal Technique, Dead Prez, D12, all before I was 21. So I've had to have like amazing experiences like that. I've traveled different places, you know, I performed in LA, I performed in Michigan, I performed in Minnesota, and really got those opportunities from the work that I did in Portland, you know what I'm saying? So Portland hip hop, man, it's taken me places, you know, it's it's taught me so much. And then the artists, man, you know, I got lifelong friends, like I said, Teddy Loke, Mike Crenshaw, Majestic, Figure Eight, Cool Nuts, OG1, where I can get like, you know, I can get advice if I need it, or I can get encouragement if I need it, you know what I'm saying? Man, bro, my dog Nap, that's a homie forever, man. It's so many people, bro, like, and I learned some lessons, you know what I'm saying? Because not everybody gonna be cool, let's just be real. So I learned a lot just doing Portland hip hop, because you'll meet rappers, man, you'll meet DJs, singers, videographers, you know what I'm saying? You get a chance to meet so many people, and some of them do business a certain way, and you learn from it, you know? Or you might see somebody in the game, and they making all these decisions. You see how maybe they didn't make all the right decisions, so you can learn from that. You know what I'm saying? Where you see sometimes people damn near crash and burn, and now you know what not to do. So
I think you've set the precedent for that quite a few times. That's why I say some of the, you know, the release techniques that you have of your music.
What it do?
All the way down to,
Yeah.
you know, some of the way you market yourself individually as Swiggle Mandela, and then the way you team yourself up with your brothers, and it's quite a dynamic package that you have. And the delivery is something, like you said, that I think it's something that you've mastered, and I don't know if it works for everybody else.
Word, yeah. And I think it's there's more than one way to do things, you know what I'm saying? But I can't lie, man. If people did take my formula and run with it, it might work for them.
So basically walk down the hill and go home. And yeah, the police was waiting for me at Sunset Transit Center. At first it was like, oh, I think he's drunk, because like I kind of dozed off. But then I told the person across from me, I was like, yo, I'm getting off at Sunset. If you ride any further, you should let me know when we get to Sunset. So they tapped me and was like, yo, police is everywhere, bro, but here's Sunset. I'm like, all right, cool. And I got up to get off, and the cop tried to stop me, and I'm like, what, man, I'm going home. And he's like, no, we need to talk to you. And I'm like, why? I totally forgot that I was bombing that night.
That's how I look at it, man. It's like gathering, you feel me? Hunting and gathering, you know what I'm saying? Like, they may hunt this way, they may hunt this way, but our method is definitely motherfucking working, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's very efficient, you feel me? So that's how I look at it, man. Like, if we were all gonna go out and get water from a river, feel me? Some people are gonna be picking it up with their hands. We just got the bucket, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people gonna be going over there with cups, you feel me? We got a system to where we got multiple buckets going over to a bigger pool, like you feel me? Where you might see, like I said, you might see people coming up with just their hands. That's how they gonna get their water, you feel me? We just trying to do way more, so, yeah.
Beautiful. All right, Swiggle, thanks for your time. I really appreciate your time, friend. This is all on the cuff, too. This is the kind of stuff he does for free for people that he likes to be around, it seems. So,
Of course,
thanks for your time,
man.
Swiggle. And anybody want to give a shout out to before we take off?
Man, everybody, man, the whole Off Familiar gang. You know what I'm saying? My dogs from the Antelope Fishermen. Shout out to Pistol. Shout out to Westside Boogie. Shout out to Jim Jones. Shout out to Keith Murray. All the people who worked with us this year. All the big shit that we doing, man. Much love, bro. Movie Money comes out in July. Videos will be coming in July. Man, show love and buy it. You feel me? Stream it, download it, whatever. You dig what I'm saying? Is going to fuck up.
Swiggle Mandela, everybody. Thank you.